run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on... There he goes! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st down from the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Quarterback making adjustments. The snap sets up to throw. And he's got it in the end zone.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robbins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Missouri's offense will get the ball for the 1st time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Flips it out in the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this.
And it's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robbins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that side.
Fullback's got it. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going back.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll
hit the afterburners. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. And this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He'll throw on third down. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They'll go back to work on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
How many first downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. Looking for room at the 30. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun. Trying to find the end zone. And he's got a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Missouri offense will take over.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robbins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Robbins. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards to the marker.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Unloads quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Cole. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds a man on the right. And they're able to make the tackle.
when you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Cole. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
First and 10.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Second down.
He might want another play. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it first and 10 from the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
That penalty, a welcome flag for this offense as it sets up first and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. He makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the ground with the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as up.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Ramsauer. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Cole. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Here comes the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. Here's the handoff. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They feed him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
2nd down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. Smashes ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing up against this offense.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Off play action on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Cole. Got it in the middle, it's Wells. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
First and 10.
On the set. Get set.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Beckett. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be run.
There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready up.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Cole. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic with his feet. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down, and the quarterback does. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Now on the return. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barres. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. And he's in for the touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Ramsauer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And we've seen a lot of that in this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
Coming out with it, it's Jones. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Caught over the middle. It's Wells.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Quick step and go. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking to pass. It's Cole. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Makes the grab on the shuffle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give and tick, 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 tick. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Got his man on the outside. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the run.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble. He gets the first down. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Anger. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year when the committee's meeting...
Got enough space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad.